spreadsheet once again. So a few activities are left. That activities we will do today. First of all, I am showing you using currency symbols. All right. Afterwards, we will come to the delete columns and rows, then spell checking, and then afterwards we are having the bordering the cells and all, and coloring the cells. These are the activities today we are actually doing with Microsoft Excel. This is entirely practical process. Steps you can study from the workbook, sorry, from your textbook. I'm sorry, from the textbook, and the options that I am discussing, that you can note it down also from this tutorial. All right. So the thing is that I have already typed few set of things. So normally, you know that spreadsheets are extensively used in the financial calculations nowadays. In order to record, analyze, view the financial data, one is to make the use of currency symbols. So we are having our Indian rupee, we are having the US dollar currency, we are having the euro, and all these currency symbols can be added to the unit price and prices, or wherever the amount of rupees or amount of something will be concerned. So we can do it in two ways, by using the account number format button, and another is using the right click option. Fine. So now the thing is that once I'm going over here, then how to do this? First of all, you go to the cell where you want to add the currency symbol. Then you go to the home tab. So you have to go to the home tab, and this is the number group. Okay. Then from this number group, home tab number group, then you have to find out the accounting number format. This is the accounting number format. So from here you can get the list of symbols. Okay. So wherever you want what, you can easily insert it. Okay. So suppose I want the Indian rupee, so I will click over here. So the Indian rupee will be added over here. This is the one process. So what is the process? So first of all, you go over there, go to the cell, then you go to the home tab, then come to the number, then select the accounting number format option. This is called accounting number format as dollars, euros, or other currencies available. Okay, more accounting formats are also available here. Okay, now the thing is that suppose you want the English, the Indian rupee, you can click over here, or if you want to dollar, you can click over here. So the dollar currency symbol will be added. Okay, apart from this, one more thing is available. Right click on it, first highlight the cells by doing the right clicking, right click, and then click on over here, then go to the format cells box. Okay, this is available also by using the control 1. So control 1 also you can press to get the format cells dialog box. So format cells dialog box will be available in front of you. So once it is appearing over here, so what could you do? You can go to the category, under the category, then go to the currency. Okay, so here the currency symbol is showing out here, and symbols you will get from here. Suppose what are the things are there? These are the lot of options are available. Suppose I want from here the what you call anything, say Welsh and all are there. Different types of things are there. Say English Singapore, okay, or English New Zealand. Click on over here. So then click on OK. Then what will happen? The corresponding symbols will be changed. Corresponding currency symbol will be accepted. Fine. So this is the way to using the currency symbol. So nothing else is there in this practical activity. Only the thing is that you have to understand two things out here. First of all, suppose say if you highlight the cells, first of all, go to the home tab, then go to the number, then for select the number accounting number format button. From here of your choice, you can select anything. Suppose I want English, okay, like this. So it has been changed. Suppose I want Indian rupee, it will be changed. Okay, this is one way. Another procedure is that right click on the highlighted cells and then go to the format cells. Though so the steps you no need to read also, you just note down as I am explaining. Okay, this one to you. Okay, and then you go to the currency and then go to the symbols that you want. Suppose say Assamese or Vietnamese, whatever you want. Okay, you can click over there and click on OK. So where you have to do right click, choose the format cells, choose currency from the category, and from the symbol choose the currency symbols, and then click on OK. So the things will be taken place. Okay, the currency symbol will be added. All right. So after this one, what would you do? First of all, we will see the bordering the cells. This is an important activity. Afterwards we will come to the deletion. At last we will come to the deletion. Okay, so border, to add a border, so the best procedure is what? First of all, you highlight the things. Okay, then go to the click on the drop down arrow next to border comments on the home tab. Okay, this is the home tab and this is the border. Fine. Okay, so there are the list of borders has been displayed over here. The same thing is available in your textbook. If you follow this practical activity, easily you will be able to write the answers in your theory paper. That's what you need to follow, this a particular video tutorial very nicely. All right, home tab, and then choose what you have to do. If you want to deselect the borders, if you want to remove the borders, you can select no borders, or you can choose all borders, okay, to get the borders. Now you see the borders that appeared. If you want to remove all the borders, highlight it, home tab, border tool, you go over there and choose no border, so all the borders will be removed. Okay, so this is the way. And if you want the thick border and thin border, whatever you like, the types are there, different type of borders are there. Draw border is also with the line color border is also over there. Suppose you want this kind of lines, this kind of borders first of all. So then in that case, what you have to do, you have to draw the border like this. So you can easily, okay, just click over there. The borders will be made as I'm doing here right now. So wherever you want, you can fix the border out there. Okay, that's the thing. So if you want, you can put the borders out there like this. Okay, and another color also you can choose like this. This is the actually the draw border tool. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, fine. Now the thing is that, so once it is over, okay, so you can go to the border tool once more, okay, and select no border, no border, in order to deactivate it. So it has been deactivated. Fine. So that is the thing. So another thing is there. Okay, so whenever you want the thick borders and all, in that case also you can do it. Okay, more borders tool is also available. Thick outside borders, if you want, you can select the thick outside border, bottom border, everything. Thick outside border will be like this. All right, so this is the thick outside border, because color is already activated, that's why it is appearing in color. Okay, so the thing is that if you want to remove the borders, no border, and if you want to get the only the bottom borders, okay, bottom double border, so bottom double border also can be selected. So the bottom double border has been appeared. Okay, these are the different choices. Okay, another method is also there. Right click, first select and then right click on it, and then go to the format cells, then go to the border tab, then format cells, then come to the border tab out here. Over here, border tab. Where is the border tab? Here it is, border tab. Now you can have the different choices. So in fact, this is more flexible than that one. Okay, so what could you do is, you can change the color. First of all, say I want the purple color here, and I want a particular style like this, and I want outline, and I want the middle borders only. So what will happen? You see, click on OK. You see only the middle border and the outline. So the no vertical border has been taken, has been chosen. So once again, you right click and come to the format cells. You know the shortcut for the format cells dialog box is Control+1. Okay, Control+1. Okay, fine. So now the thing is that if you want to remove the borders, you can choose none and click on OK. So the borders will be removed. Sorry. The thing is that this one, I'm pressing Control+1, so the border dialog box has been appeared. Okay, so the style, okay, I'm not finding anything out here. Okay, none, and then click on okay, this one you remove. Okay, this one also you remove. Okay, so what will happen? All the borders will be removed also in this way. Clear? Then click on OK, so the borders get removed. Fine. So this is the way to add the border and to remove the border. Control N is the shortcut. Okay, otherwise there is another process, is to go to the format cells dialog box. Go to first, after highlighting, either you right click or click on home, then come to the cells group and then come to the format. At last the format cells you may find. So this is the one. All right, so that is the thing. So what could you do is that you can choose a color out here. Suppose this color you want, and then choose a line over here. Then you choose the all the borders. Suppose this border is up border, this is the middle border, and this is the bottom border, this is the left side border, this is the right side border, and this is the middle border. All right, so all borders has been chosen. Either you do this one inside, outside, otherwise you could choose the outline or inside. All right, and then click on OK. Your borders will get added like this. Okay, so the border has been easily get inserted. So this is the way to border the cells. So if the steps have been asked, so what would be your answer? Two things. If you need to highlight it, first of all, go to the home tab, then choose the border tool, and from there the choice of borders will be given. You have to select the border. All right, select the type of border, either that or right click on the selected cells, right click on the selected cells, and choose the format cells. Okay, go to the border tab and then choose the type of borders you want. If no border options has been chosen, so if the none has been chosen, in that case what will happen? All the borders will get removed like this, right? So that is the thing. So in this way you will be able to bordering the cells. Now to applying a fill color, in order to choose a new fill color, this is the another segment. That's the coloring the cells. All right, how to color the cells. Okay, the fill color option is used to distinguish the header cells from the rest of the worksheet. Suppose I want to do this. This is the header, so I want to color it. Fine. How do I do it? All right. So first of all, in order to choose a new fill color for the selected cells, we must do the following. What are the things? On the home tab in the font group, click on the fill color drop down menu, and then fill color appears. Which one is this? Under the home tab, this is the fill color. Okay, now from here, this is the theme colors will be thin, and the standard colors no fill, more color. If you want to remove, suppose I want to fill up with this color, so I can select it. I can select it and it has been filled. And sometimes if you want to remove, that same thing can happen. Okay, you can go to the fill color and then choose the no fill. No fill means you are removing that particular filling. Okay, the fill color palette will appear in this way, and the fill color button you can use. Okay, the fill color button can be used to choose a solid background for the selected cells, and the live preview of the new fill color will appear as you hover the mouse over the different. I mean to say like this. This is the font color actually. This is the one. So if you just hover on, this is called hovering actually. So wherever you are on, whenever you are hovering on a particular cells and nodes, the color will be previewed over there. So if I want this one, I will click over here. Okay, and then it will be filled up with particularly this thing. Okay, now the thing is that the following steps to be done. Now adding patterns to cells. Adding patterns to cells, how to do this? All right, so first of all, you need to select, okay, the font dialog box launcher on the home tab to be clicked, or we can press Ctrl 1 in order to go to the format cells dialog box. So first of all, you highlight the cells out here. Okay, then font dialog box launcher on the home tab has to be clicked. The font dialog box launcher is over here. This is called font dialog box launcher. You can press either Ctrl Shift F, or you can just click on it. This is the font dialog box launcher has appeared. Okay, okay, font dialog box launcher is the small icon in the bottom right corner of the font group. That is the bottom right corner of the font group. This is called font dialog box launcher. Fine. The format cells dialog box will appear. Okay, what will happen? Format cells dialog box will appear. All right, and that is the things. So exactly not like this. First of all, I need to highlight this one. Then font dialog box launcher will appear out here. This is the font dialog box launcher, but I'm not getting the format cells from here. Okay, just a minute. So you can go to the fill. Okay, this is the fill. Okay, this is the format cells. Fine. So when you will click on the fill, okay, then only, because you see out here, when we are pressing Ctrl Shift F, the dialog box launcher is appearing. Fine. This is the paragraph dialog box launcher. So two shortcuts are very important. Either you press Ctrl 1 or you press Ctrl Shift F. Okay, in both cases the similar things will come. Now you have to go to the fill tab. Okay, so in the click on the fill tab, select the desired pattern for the selected cell from the pattern style drop down palette. This is the pattern style drop down palette, this one. Okay, which one you want to fill up with? Okay, suppose I want this one, right? This one. So I have selected that. Okay, then selected the pattern, and the color will be displayed in the sample box. Okay, patterns and the colors with the sample box. So you can see the color out here like this. I want, so I have chosen this one. Okay, fine. We can also add a fill color to the background or the pattern by clicking on its color palette in the background color section also. Okay, that is also can be done, but we are getting it from here. Okay, so from here you can get the more colors, and here you will get the fill effects. Okay, fill effects means the very different type of shadings. Okay, in which direction it will take place, and diagonal down if you keep it will be like this only. So now you click on OK. Clear? So what will happen? Your cells will be looking like this. So definitely a very appealing look can be formed by using the adding pattern to cells. All right, so once more, you just we just do with this. First of all, we will highlight the things, then we will press either Ctrl 1 or Ctrl Shift F, or the paragraph dialog box launcher. That is the very tiny icon available at the right bottom corner of the font group. Okay, clear? Click on over here, then go to the fill. In the fill color, you go to the pattern color. Pattern color is chosen automatic. Okay, so but we will select some color out here. Pattern style, we will select one like this. Okay, and then go to the fill effects. Okay, and then vertical. Here also the color one you choose from here like this, not the another color we will choose from here. Achha, like this. Okay, and then you will choose diagonal up. If you want to choose the multicolor, that option is also available. Suppose this one, and then click on OK. So definitely click on OK means it will be in this shade. Okay, so the shade can be changed easily and it gives really a very appealing look. So students, you must do this practical activity of these particular things. Okay. Another thing is available, that is the spell check. Spell check is the one that mostly we do it in case of Microsoft Word and all, in the word processing and all. However, if you make some mistakes over here, suppose I have made some mistake purposely out here. First of all, otherwise will not be able to change. So OIL oil, okay, oil. Sorry, boot. uh, Booter. Okay, like this. So these are somehow the thing is that which is fine. Okay, so like Microsoft Word also, here also will be the F7 is the keyboard shortcut. Okay, so what you have to do for the spell checking, very short step you have to do. Click to the review tab, select the spelling button in the proofing group. Okay, go to the review tab, and then what you have to do, you go to the proofing group and go to the spelling button. This is the spelling button. Clear? So it's a clear. So review group. First of all, you highlight or you take your mouse pointer wherever you want. Okay, suppose here I want. Then go to the review tab. Then go to the spelling. Okay, under the proofing group. Okay, that is the step. Okay, so clicking on the given options will make the Excel start checking the spellings. If there is any error, then the spellings dialog box is displayed. Click on the change option to accept the suggestion. Once you get the suggestion, click on change, or if you want to do the multiple replacement, then in that case you please click on change all button. Fine. Otherwise you can add that one to the dictionary. Suppose this one like this. Okay, so I'm joking the spell checking. Okay, so it is showing me. So this is the thing. This is not the dictionary. This is not in the dictionary. So what does it suggest? If the suggest is appear, so I can, if I want this one to be happen, then I can click on ignore once, and in all places ignore all right, either that or I can change it. So actually I supposed to type here salt. Okay, so if it is not there, in that case I have to type it, no way. So I'm typing it over here, SALT, salt, and then I can change it, so the salt will be changed over here. Okay, now see the word paneer. Okay, the paneer I want to check, it is not actually over there. Bhutan is not also there. Spell check complete. Okay, so the thing is that over here I have come and then again doing the spell checking. Bhutan is not there. Let's see the suggestion. Butter or butter or nothing is there. So nothing is there. Okay, so I need to do the same thing out here. Here also the butter butter, and then change. Okay, and change all, if you do multiple places, the change will be change will be reflected. All right, so the button has been changed. Okay, yes, I want to change further. Okay, spell check complete, and then paneer. It is not like Microsoft Word, but functioning in the same manner. The paneer. Now this paneer, this one paneer, it is suggesting me to do it from the beginning. Okay, actually paneer is already been added. Okay, so the thing is that beginning of the sheet, yes, I'm going. So you are that is the thing it is showing. So now suppose I'm coming over here, I'm typing a word out here, say uh, say a word, what to say, what to type, uh, not paneer. Suppose I'm setting creamy paneer. Okay, this word I'm typing out here, this is not correct. Okay, so though even fine, I'm just typing it over there and bring for the spell checking for this. Okay, okay, no, I'm choosing, it is actually completed, no, that's why. So I'm going to the another sheet to open. You know how to add a sheet, you click over here and a new sheet will be added. Fine, so I'm tapping over here, Control V. So this has come. This one actually I check the spelling, or I want to add it in the dictionary. So now it is showing. Okay, so it is not in fact showing actually, that is the thing. So I have completed the spell checking. Okay, Control N I'm pressing. Here I am doing again Control V. Sorry, creamy paneer. Okay, this word. Okay, so you see out here how to do this. Okay, the spell checking one only. All right, now the thing is that I've selected these cells and I'm going to the review tab, and then I'm going to the proofing group, and then ABC. Okay, so it is showing me the spell checking is complete. So some wrong spelling is required. So all right, let's see. Right. Okay, now it has come. So now this particular word, say I want to add it as paneer. Okay, Paner, paneer, and this word actually is not there. Change I have done. Okay, spell check has been completed. Okay, OISTR, oyster, SAUCE, sauce. All right, this is the thing. So for that, let's see. Oyster is showing like this, but this oyster spelling I want to add to the dictionary. What I will do, I will add to the dictionary. How to do that? Click on add to the dictionary. Okay, do you want to check in the beginning of the text? Okay, I want no. So the thing is that this one will be added to the dictionary. Fine. This particular word has been added to the dictionary. So in this way, any word that you want to add to the dictionary by this particular process, you will be able to insert it in the dictionary. So once again, I'm coming back over here to the things. So that is what the spell checking, nothing else is there. I'm not saving this one. I'm coming over here once again. Now we will do with another things that is called the how to delete the cells and all. Though even this one I have done before. Okay, so the thing is that how to do it. All right. So let us see first few options are available. First of all, you need to go to the home tab. Okay, so these are the activities today I'm showing. So one by one you must do all the activities. This is the deleting columns and all. For deleting columns and all, right click on the row header which you want to delete and select the delete option. Okay, suppose the item I don't want, right click and then choose the delete. All right, you see out here. So this delete dialog box will appear. So select the row header and or click on the delete button in the cells group of the home tab. That is also possible. This is one process. Another process is that select home tab and then go to the cells group and then go to the delete. Now if you are deleting the cells, delete the rows and all, delete sheet. For entire sheet will be deleted, delete sheet columns, delete sheet rows. Okay, if you are selecting that sheet rows, then row will be deleted, and deleting the sheet columns, the sheet will be columns will be deleted. So I want to this one to be deleted. Click on over here. That particular thing has been deleted. Okay, so I will work on it. So that's why I am getting it back once again by pressing Ctrl Z. So it is coming over here. So I think you have seen it. Okay, right click either this one or this one. Right click. Okay, right click and then say what you call delete. Fine, click on delete. Okay, then say entire column. Okay, so column will be deleted. Okay, so in this way, Control Z, I'm getting, and if you want to delete the row, go to the delete and go to the delete sheet rows. This row will be deleted. If you want more than two rows, more than one row, so just highlight, delete it, and then delete cells. Okay, delete sheet rows. Okay, the delete sheet rows means sheet rows will be deleted. I'm getting that back once again. So all that come back once again. All right. Now the thing is that okay, how to do this, how to delete the sheet once more. Okay, so click on, before going to that, one thing I want to show you that, so suppose highlighted this one. Okay, so I have inserted one thing. Okay, now what I do, I will insert a row out here first of all. So insert a row, let's see, entire row. Okay, entire row, click on OK. So one row has been inserted out here. Now what could I do is that if I want to delete this particular row, then what could I do? Click on delete and then say you can use also this option shift cells up. That is also will do, all the cells will be deleted and you will be, so either you do shift cells up or you do the entire column. Both the things are entire row, sorry, entire row. So the things is that it will be removed. Okay, so the thing is that what is happening, shift cells up means this one has been getting up. Okay, not the row. All right, so now if you are doing it in this at this position, delete. So what could you do is that entire row, if you are selecting, in that case what is happening, this row will get selected. Okay, but the thing is that when you are doing it, this one what you call delete, so if you are selecting shift cells up, then only that particular thing has been shifted. This one has become empty over here and this has been shifted up. Okay, so the thing is that this one, if you're highlighting now and say right click on it and then delete, okay, and then shift cells up, click on OK, then you will get the effect of as if you are removing the row. So one thing I would like to advise you, whenever you are deleting the rows or cells, something like that, so be careful. Okay, so if you're highlighting, then both the options are similar. It is shift cells up and entire row, but when one cell is been selected and you are doing at this stage delete, and then you are doing the entire sorry, the shift cells up, in that case only one cell will be deleted and the rest of the cells will be shifted up. Okay, that is the thing. And similar thing will happen whenever you are inserting this one, sorry, deleting this one. What will happen? Entire row means total row will be deleted. Okay, acha. Now the thing is that shift cells left, if you are deleting, then what is happening? Click on OK. See, one cell has been deleted and it has come over here. That is the thing. Shift cells left means like the cells have gone over there. You will understand it better nicely. Suppose I have given out a 345. Okay, now you are keeping over here this one and right click on it and send delete and shift cells left. You see what happens. Click on OK. So one cell has been shifted over there and 345 from here has been replaced and it has come over here. That is actually the shift cells left. Okay, when you are shifting the shifts left. So in this way, these are the different type of deleting functions. Okay, delete functions. Okay, that you can do. So anyway, if you want to remove the entire thing, right click on it and simply delete and then choose entire row. Okay, and then or either that or this one shift cells up will do the same thing. Clear? That is the thing. So these are mostly the activities that has been given in your syllabus for the spreadsheet. So kindly do the practicals of this particular set of activities that I have demonstrated you today. And previously also I have given a lot of other things also, how to customizing the interface as if to sit with the to do with the quick access toolbar and inventory management and all. So all the things you must do it practically in order to understand the different activities that is possible with the help of Excel. Okay, that is the things on the spreadsheet. So here we are actually ending the spreadsheet. Some questions and some other practical activities also I will upload in due course. Okay, that also you will do from Excel and from other software also. Till then, you practice this one nicely and just increase your expertise into Microsoft Excel. Thank you.